أهلا وسهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة من Blue Zone's Wellness Podcast, and welcome to a new episode of Blue Zone's Wellness Podcast. Today we have a very special guest. We have Dariush, Soudi, the Gladiator. How are you?
Thank you. So you did very well with my name. I'm impressed. Only one practice as well. Yeah, great. Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
No, thanks for your time. I understand how busy you are preparing for the summit. It's next month. Hopefully this episode will be broadcasted before the summit.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We'll do some QR codes, promotional codes, if we haven't sold out.
Are you giving me commission?
No, just love. Just love.
Okay, I'll take that.
I want to remind me to bring this up because I met someone last week in Portugal who actually taught me a lesson about money.
Okay.
So later on we can discuss this if
Let's
you
just
wish.
start with it.
Okay. So I'm launching, I've had 2 Gladiator summits. The first one, 900 people came. The second one, 2,500 people came.
Wow.
Sold out both. And then I didn't like the 2,500. It wasn't intimate enough. Okay. So I'm doing another one on the 10th of January with 600 people. But then between these summits, people came to me and say, great, I had a great time. I've learned like what now? And I had nothing to offer them, right? So they're saying, you're not selling anything? No courses, nothing. I just do it because I just want to contribute, love people, give back. And then the market's demanding somewhere along the way, I open a community, right? Okay. I didn't have a database. So I thought, okay, because just coincidentally, I got involved in this event. And so I've been working on an AI platform whereby you join and you pay a nominal fee of like $20 a month. And you can ask any questions on my avatar. I will answer it video-based. Members can talk to each other, network, and so forth. So I've been working for 3 months on what to give back for the $20 a month. Okay, I have to give value. I teach people on video. You got to give value. You got to give value. Then I met a guy called Ken Honda, and he does a course called Happy Money. Okay, so we're having lunch, and I'm constantly thinking about his community. So I asked him, "Do you have a community?" He goes, "Yes, I do." I said, "What do you give?" He goes, "I charge $20 a month." And when I launched it, I said to people, "Just give me $20 a month, and I'll be happy." I swear to God. I'm like, that's it. He goes, well, they trust me. They know I'll give them back, right? Okay. Just once a month, once in a while, I'll just do a video, I dance or say something funny. That makes them happy, right? So I said, that's interesting, but I'm thinking about giving value. He goes, well, you've got receiving issues. You're not good at receiving. So what do you mean? He goes, do you know how many people, when I went to them, give me happy money, and I don't promise you anything, yes, just it makes me happy. Do you know how many people pay me $20 a month? Have a guess.
1,000?
20,000 people.
Wow.
20,000 people pay him $20 a month, and it's called Happy Money.
Just with no promises?
No promises. So he's never gained customer service issues, nothing.
And this is because he has...
happy
peace
energy
with receiving.
Money, yes. So look, even telling you now, and I was like, I couldn't sleep for 2-3 days. And I thought, hang on, my followers really trust me. Because when I speak, after about 5 minutes, I say, who would do business with me? And everybody puts their hands up and they have no idea what I do, right? So there's a link between your heart and the person you're connecting with. That it's not the head, because the head will go, well, if you're going to pay $440, you need to know what you're going to get and blah, 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 $240. But the heart goes, yeah, let's do it. It makes me feel good.
Those who've been conditioned.
Yes.
We've been conditioned since a very young age that you have to give a lot of value, you have to work really hard.
Money doesn't come easy.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even till this day, we get like an advice from an entrepreneur that you have to give value, you have to give this, you have to work long hours. I've done this.
The world's changed. The world's changed. If you ask 1 million people for Happy Money, minimum 2% is 20,000. Yeah. It's incredible. So it's incredible.
Is it to do
and
with
your social media, you can have a reach
well?
of 7 billion. Right.
The whole,
so,
the
and then the guy's banking $400,000 a month.
Happy Money.
Happy Money. And he's got books, he's got courses, boom, 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 boom. And he's the happiest guy I've ever met. I couldn't thank him enough for this education.
Is that going to change your perspective?
Yeah, I'm going to say to people, you trust me? This QR code is $20 a month, and I'm going to give you everything. This is some of the examples of what I'm going to give you. Because if they trust me, they know I can't sleep at night unless I deliver. Right?
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Well, Dariush, I'm a little bit...
Your pronunciation is getting worse every 2 minutes. Yes. Dariush.
Dariush. Sorry,
Yes.
Dariush. You know, because your name is... You have a Persian name.
Yes.
And I'm an Arab. So for us, it's Darwish. Actually, my nephew...
It's different.
My oldest nephew is Darwish.
Rumi was a Darwish.
Yes.
Rumi, they're Darwishes, right? Dariush is from Darius, the king of Persia. Cyrus, Kurosh, Darius, Dariush. So Cyrus, Kurosh was the first king. Darius was the second king. Nothing to do with Darwish.
Dariush.
Nothing. And my surname is Soudi. Saud.
Saud.
It's like going up, right?
Saud, okay.
Saud. But not spelled the same as Saudi Arabia. It's
Yes,
with a
it's-
sot.
So I said Saudi.
Saudi.
Saudi. I can say Saudi.
But you can't say Dariush.
Dariush.
Yes, perfect.
Here we are.
9 out of 10.
I'm going to try to avoid calling you. But, you know, I watch you. I'm a big fan. You know, been following you for a while. And you speak with love. You have a lot of passion towards people. You're all about, you know, kindness and stuff. But you choose the Gladiator for your summit. And actually, it's you. You have become the Gladiator. So, first of all, why? Secondly,
Great question.
who are you fighting?
Yeah, great question.
Why are we fighting?
Great. I love that. Nobody's asked me that second question. Why gladiators? Because if you imagine you're an entrepreneur, right? You go to your friend, your family, your bank, your accountant, your professional suppliers, and they tell you, Tarek, well done. But you know what? You're going to fail every day. Every day you're going to fail. You're going to dust yourself down, pick yourself up, motivate yourself, and go out there knocking on doors again. Okay? And it's just a normal thing. Imagine if you were a gladiator 2,000 years ago and they said, every single day you're going to go battling, but you lose. You'll die.
You have one chance.
You have one chance, right? So would you practice a little bit harder? Would you think about the maneuvers you're going to have? You're going to get attacked. What's your defense? Who's going to be your opponent? What are they going to do? You know, nowadays, we just turn up on an appointment and we fail, we get killed. We're expected to knock ourselves down and pick ourselves up tomorrow. So if you had a gladiator mentality and you practiced and you got strong and your offense, your defense, your strategies, you win a lot more battles. True? So if you fought every day in 2025 like your life depended on it, you'd be a lot more successful. Not you, but generally speaking, a lot more successful than most entrepreneurs are, because we just train to lose. We train to just keep battling. Yeah. So I want to ask you a question. As a man, would you rather go into battle, give it your best shot and die quickly, or would you like to die slowly, painfully every single day?
Of course, I'll choose the first option.
First, right.
Just do or die.
Exactly. So I want to bring the gladiator mentality in today's world. It's been proven that even a man's handshake is 25, 30% what it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Men don't even shake hands firmly anymore. It's all this
It gets
business.
on my nerves.
75%, now your wife say, I'm coming. 75% of my followers are women. She's like, you're not going on your own. So,
Is it the 15th, yeah?
yeah, the 11th. So it's the 10th. So the reason for that is because more women are wearing the trousers these days. And more women, I don't think any woman has egos.
That's a
Men have
whole-
egos, right? I am this and I am that, and deep down inside they're nothing, right? Women go, right, it's a man's world, and I've got to go out, work harder, learn harder, work harder, and they are better business people than us. They make more sensible decisions than we do, right? And they're more willing to learn because their ego is not blinding them. So what you find is that gladiators, if you imagine, they started poor. They were slaves, just like us, most of us, right? And then the more people they entertained, the wealthier they got and closer to becoming free. And it's just like us today. The more people we serve, the freer we become. Gladiators were spiritual people. They meditators. They were vegetarians, right? And they had a loyalty to each other.
Yes.
And those are the values that I really like. And I really, really like them. And they were sex symbols. Just thought I'd throw that one in, okay? Because, the people want to be like the gladiators, right? So they'll collect their sweat and sell it. You know, they were the gods of those days. I'm not saying, or the symbols of, dark male, strong male.
We still see. I see where you're coming from. It makes perfect sense, and it gives us the preparation and the readiness to fight our battles, because we're still going to fight.
To win.
Oh,
doesn't necessarily mean you have to fight. So it leads me to the second question.
Yes,
I didn't answer your second question.
we're coming to it. I'll listen to it first, because I'll tell you why I'm asking this question.
Love to hear it.
after.
I want to have a debate with you if that's possible. If you imagine I want to sell you something and you don't want to buy it, okay? It's a battle. Buy mine? No, I don't want to. Why not? It's too expensive. It's not a good time. I'm constantly fighting you, right? I think business is a dance, not a fight. So can I just hold my hand, right? So for instance, if you imagine I go buy my products and you go, I don't want to. And this is going on, right?
Yes.
If I do this 2 or 3 times a day, I want to go home to bed because I'm exhausted, because you're battling all day.
Absolutely.
Right? So I say to you, Tariq, would you buy my products? And you go, no, thank you. You pull back, say no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, it's fine, no problem at all. Now, Tariq, what you find is, see how he's coming towards me now? Because I didn't fight you.
You didn't resist.
I just accepted your objection. I mean, that's fine, no problem.
But you
and then
still
just pulled you back my way because you expected me to fight you, right? So if you go to battle every day, want to dance with your prospect, you could have twice as many appointments. But what happens is, people who are doing business, they're constantly trying to justify to spend your money with me because I want to do this. Spend your money with Matt. Yes. But what I do is I build a relationship first. Okay. I get you to trust me because I'm really caring about your life, right? And if you feel I trust you, if you feel you trust me, you will find a way to do business with me.
Absolutely right.
Normal people want to sell and then build a trust later.
No, those days have gone.
Gone.
People buy people now. They don't.
They like and trust. Yes.
Absolutely. Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Those are the next 2 questions.
Why are we fighting?
Who are we fighting?
Who are we fighting?
Because we are fighting.
Dancing? Who are we dancing? Right?
We are fighting. We are fighting. You've had battles yourself. I've watched your interviews. You've had battles yourself, and I don't know. Life, like since we were sperm,
I think
we meant to fight. It's in our nature to fight. You know, when we were sperm, how many were we? Millions.
Yeah, the thing is,
we had to fight our way.
our DNA. Okay?
Absolutely.
So I'll give you an example. What really upsets me is that people don't believe in abundance, right? They don't believe that there's love for everyone, there's money for everyone, there's health for everyone.
We live in a scarcity, yes.
Here's the thing. Scarcity has been with us 10,000 years. So imagine you fielding the farm and you have hay and you have food to serve you over winter. You're not going to say, leave it in the open. You're going to hide it somewhere just in case seasons turn or you don't have rain the next season or your neighbor's going to attack, right?
Yes.
So automatically we're hoarders, we are scarcity. Only today, over the last 50, 60 years, we got abundance. Only today we can order the food will arrive, go somewhere.
Not in our head.
Not in our head, because it's in our DNA, which is what you do.
Yes.
It's in our DNA. So now, when I see scarcity, I'm just like, that's normal. I'm the abnormal one who thinks about abundance, right? Before, I thought they're the weirdos, but I'm the weirdo.
I see, like, it's really scary because I personally need to overcome this feeling because I have a company, I'm an entrepreneur. Business is doing well, sales are going up, my numbers are good everywhere, and I'm still scared. What if? And I'm tired of that feeling.
I think it's your Middle Eastern DNA, right?
I wanna get rid. I wanna change. But you see where I'm coming from. Like, everything is going in my favor. Nothing is.
Well, I've got news for you. With that mentality, you'll never be happy. Even when you become super rich.
That's not news. Thank you.
Even become you super rich. Even if you reach your goals, you'll never be happy. Because you practice, like going to the gym. You go to the gym, right? So you practice becoming very good at worrying. And that's all you know. So the moment you become happy, you think, what's wrong with me? I'll either worry. Because that's all I know. I become very good at it, right? So I know lots of billionaires and multimillionaires who've achieved their goals and surpassed their goals, but they're miserable because they didn't enjoy the journey. Today I was driving, I was like, God, how much I love and appreciate electricity. How much I love electricity.
Nobody thinks this way.
No, yeah, every day I thank God for something.
Just we take it for granted,
We
really.
take life for granted,
Unless
right? We take our health
lose
for
it.
granted. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking, you know what? Somewhere along the way, somebody invented this energy that drives our cars, our phones, our lights, and what would life be without electricity? And I was so happy appreciating electricity today. Yes?
Wow.
Things we take things for granted. So you have to, first of all, decide that life is hard. Life is hard, period. Okay? Now, if people come to you with their problems, the bigger the problems, the more money you earn.
Absolutely.
If people bypass you and you want to have an easy day, you're not going to have any money. So the bigger the problem you solve, the richer you get. So every time you get a problem, go, thank God it's coming to me. See? So I said to my son, wake up in the morning and hope for problems. Because you're not having problems, you're not growing, you're not earning. And when people stop coming to you, it's because somebody else has got the answers and not you.
Yes, definitely.
Suddenly you're not depressed anymore and complain about life is hard. Now, talking about what if, okay? Most of the time where we worry is at home in bed because our mind is going crazy and we can't do anything. Our customers are in bed or staff are not working. So mind overworks. But during the day, you don't worry so much because you're doing things. You can pick up the phone, make email, make the call, see someone. So, and often, and I can promise you that what you worry about is never greater than what really happens.
It does not exist.
It's always greater than what happens. Because what happens is never that bad, if that makes sense.
It's absolutely right. So are we fighting ourselves?
It's all mindset. 85% mindset.
But what is your approach to your competition in the market if you do
I'm the
have
most competitive human being you could meet. I mean, now my knees are hurting, my back is hurting.
We can fix that for you.
Yeah. I've been to the Cairo this morning. I want to be a fit gladiator running on my stage, not in my Zimmer frame. So
I'll touch with you. You're doing well.
Thank you so much, Des. Thank you. So 85% mindset, 10% habits. Your habits dictate 10% habits.
Only 10%.
Only 10%, and 5% skill. So if you're motivated, you're driven, you're happy.
Repeat again, please, because this is very important.
85% motivation. So you've got to have a drive.
85% is your motivation.
Your drive, wanting to serve your wife, wanting to serve your family. Yes, want to serve your parents, right?
It's like purpose of life.
Purpose greater than yourself, right?
Yes.
There's lots of people come to Dubai, they want to live for the weekend. They don't last. But when you're going to provide for your children, like the hairstyle, that's where you get the sense of purpose. And then that lasts. So when you have that, you're willing to learn. You're willing to go to bed early, wake up early, make extra 10 telephone calls, right? Those are the habits, okay? Like carry your business cards everywhere. Don't forget them. Have the proposals sent on time. These are good habits, okay? But habitual things are boring. So what happens is people screw up. They're motivated, but they do one thing one day, one thing another, wake up late, miss this week's calls, right?
Never works that way.
Never works. It's that consistency that makes things work. And then 5% skill. Because can I ask you an honest question? If I came to you and say, Tariq, I'm looking for an opportunity, would you hire me?
I have to think. Simply because I may not have a role for you. I will worry about your overqualified budget.
Would I deliver or not?
You definitely deliver.
You'll hire me. You'll hire me, right? But your fear is that you won't deliver.
Yes.
You see? What if I came to you and said, look, Tariq, I have no idea about your business. No idea. I've lost everything a couple of times, and I know what it takes to build it. And
Please join right away.
Yeah, you see?
It's the fear of commitment maybe, or fear of delivery, like you've mentioned.
So what happens is you think, this guy is not young, he's got no experience in my industry, but what he's got desire, and he'll probably have good habits, and he's willing to learn. So that's that 5%. Unfortunately, in the Middle East, I'm being Iranian, we're looking for skills most. What's your qualifications? What have you learned in university? Show me how many. And in my company, not one single member of staff is in a position where the degree is in. So the education has served them no purpose whatsoever.
See, I had this written down, when I'm preparing for this episode. I wanted to get your view of education. How important it is, because I've been hearing loads of kids now. I'm sorry I'm taking you somewhere else.
Take me wherever, we'll come back wherever.
Yeah, we'll come back to this. But
I learned this from Ken Honda, the happy guy. He said, I'm fluid.
Yeah.
Fluid, so he just goes with it. It's nice.
Brosley actually was a great example of
yes, water.
Yes. But it's very concerning and also worth investigating, because it could be right, it could be wrong, I don't know. But you see a lot of youngsters, especially the ones who follow like certain gurus or Andrew Tate, if we can name him, or drop school is not important, and they are thinking this way now while they are still children. They just repeat like rabbits, some of them. And some of them, no, they have proven they can make money by having the patience, the discipline, doing the training that they need, and doing it for real. So what is your view on education, how important, especially you're a father, and also you have many employees working or associates working with you. I want to learn this from you.
Thank you so much. I like Andrew Tate.
I like him too.
So,
but I don't necessarily agree with everything he says.
I'm not going to go political. However, the top guy of the free world is racist, is bigot, is selfish, narcissist, sociopath, the leader of the free world. And he's still leader of the free world. Andrew Tate says something like women are not as good at drivers as men, and the whole uprising, he's a misogynist. Yeah. So we have to take things with a pinch of salt, yes, and make our own decisions. When wars happen, who are the ones who die? Who are the ones who go to the front line? The poor.
The poor, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
The rich on top of the hill telling the poor how to die. Who are the ones who drive the streets waving the flag of the United Kingdom and France and killing each other? The poor. The ones who just follow anyone. So humanity always needs those people. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
It's the hierarchy of...
It is. It's unfortunately, we need... Not everybody. Here's the thing. Every time I see somebody who has potential and I help them to get out of that potential and I make them wealthy, guess what happens? They resent me.
Why?
Because they were happy where they were.
Ooh.
I saw the opportunity. I got them, but they were dizzy. They were getting nosebleeds because they're not used to that. And what they do, they sabotage and go straight back to what they were before. So I didn't want this anyway. You dragged me to there.
Autopilot conditioning.
Habitual, right? Life is habitual.
And also, not everybody is comfortable outside of his comfortable zone. The comfortable zone could be the worrying and the resistance.
Exactly, and that's where the growth is, right? So
but sometimes people get stuck.
They get stuck. But then not everybody's looking to get out. That's what I've learned in life. Some people are happy being in the ghetto. They say you can get the ghetto you can get the man out of the ghetto, but you can't get the ghetto out of the man. So accepting that there's going to be racist people, they're going to be bigots, they're going to be narcissists, they're going to be employees, they're going to be leaders, and they're going to be, homeless people. In America, there's 500,000 homeless people. It costs the American government less to have them in homes. It's costing them more to have them in the street. You know why they're not doing it? Because they're homeless like being homeless.
Yes, they do.
They call it freedom. They like abuse, drugging, drinking, yes? So they don't want to be having, but for us, you think it's dirty, it's in a box in the street, but that's what they want. Not everybody has the same goals as us. And that's the first thing you got to accept. A friend of mine who passed 5-6 years ago, I respected him a lot as a businessman and a human being. And he said, never help somebody unless they want help.
Yes.
Never help someone unless they come seeking you. And then don't do it for free because they don't appreciate it. Because once they pay attention. Most they get it like my summits. If I gift somebody a ticket, they'll come an hour late. They leave half an hour early. They distract everybody around them because they don't respect it. They don't appreciate it. And because I gave it free, they're thinking, well, why you come out? You don't appreciate it. You gave it free.
Absolutely right.
So even if I have to get them to pay and I don't want to make money, I said, I'll take the money, I'll give it to a charity. But when they pay attention.
It's commitment. You get the commitment.
Yeah, everything's energy. It's an exchange of energy.
Your views in education.
Views in education.
Nowadays.
Name me. Okay, money's not everything. Money's not everything.
It's a measure. It's
money
a metric.
Gives you choices. Money magnifies. So if you're happy, you become happier. If you're a bad person, you become a worse, bigger bad person. Yeah. Money magnifies.
But again, it's also a metric for successes. Like,
well, the thing is,
it has become.
If you're in Bangladesh and all you know is, or whatever, Madagascar or whatever, not a poor country, and all you see in your village is people farming, eating, growing a happy family, you could be the happiest human being on earth.
Absolutely.
And then you get introduced to mobile phones and Lamborghinis.
And you become sad.
Yeah, so who measures success, right? So the worst thing is that the West are trying to put their measurement of success upon us. Maybe some countries in the Middle East aren't ready for democracy.
That's for sure.
Are you with me? And look at the mess they're making. So we can never impose our own standards of success or how we should live upon others. But we should treat everybody with respect, which this country does. That's why I love UAE. They treat everybody with respect. The locals are minority. So I'm going to ask you a question. If success is measured by money, in this case, how many millionaire professors do you know? How many millionaire teachers do you know? None. None. So who are they to teach me about money? True?
Okay.
That's your answer. Now,
well,
if you want...
You guys say in England, those who can't teach, right?
Yeah, exactly. Those who can't, they teach. Absolutely. So...
No disrespect, but...
Well, the thing is, most of them, they want to learn from me how to make money.
Okay.
Right? I respect them. But here's the thing. There's often my children go to school, and there was a project a couple of years ago. I asked my son, what would life be in 10 years? Draw it. And he drew a flying car.
Okay.
And he got told off. I said, don't be stupid. These things will never happen. Now, next year, we're going to have a flying car. So what you find is that sometimes when you're told to listen to someone who's not qualified, they impose their limited beliefs
on you.
On you.
And
on
they have
your
the
child,
authority to do it.
On your child.
Now I get your views.
Yeah. So I hope that answers your question.
No, it does answer my question, absolutely. So we'll leave it there. They'll understand.
Yeah. If I want to learn from leadership, I'll go to Sheikh Mohammed. If I want to learn about making money, I'll go to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. If I want to learn about spirituality, I'll go to somebody, a guru of some kind.
So you're with it, for example, if somebody wants to become a civil engineer or a
learn
doctor.
It from them, or a doctor or a lawyer. Yeah. Even now with ChatGPT, you don't even need them anymore.
See, this is the richest times we've ever seen with knowledge, because knowledge is rich.
We should be making billions now.
And the access we have to information is amazing. Like I never turn anybody down. If they ask me, can you do something? I say yes, I can, because I can.
Yeah, you've got the just look it knowledge up on your laptop.
Yeah. Do you know it's something very, very ironic? Not ironic. It's a situation happened, and because of you, somebody was not hired. I'll tell you the story.
Don't say his name, because he'll come after me outside.
No. No names. But I was interviewing a number of people. They are qualified people, because they have to look after people wellness, like geneticists, pharmacists, clinical nutritionists. Yeah. And got really fantastic CV, amazing CV, amazing person. And I asked her, okay, one of the questions, tell me an example of when you've helped somebody to overcome a chronic disease, hypertension or diabetes or whatever. And she goes, oh, my mom. I said, amazing, but I'm not interested to learn about your mom now. Tell me somebody else. So she's doing it for, or he is doing it for his friends, family, for free. Said,
giving,
okay.
But I can't commercialize it.
Said, amazing, thank you. maybe next time.
Nurses, librarians, they don't make good salespeople because they're all in the business of giving.
It's just not about
Probably
sales.
an amazing human being, right?
She absolutely
yes,
is, or he is. Not to give the gender, but the fact that there is no proof on the professional world was a complete put off for me.
Life, Tarek, is about self-worth, right? So she has very little self-worth. So when you talk, probably if you're in that interview, you talk about how much is the most amount of money you want to earn. She'll be shaking.
She wouldn't know how to answer.
She wouldn't know because she doesn't even, she just wants to give. Her cup is filled by loving and giving. Yes. But then who pays the rent?
Absolutely.
Okay. I've had people walk out of my pretending to be successful and I say, okay, how much money are you forecasting? Well, I don't want to talk about money. And they got up and walked out. Because money is a trigger, like religion, like politics.
How would you how would you advise those people? What would you say to them?
Buy. I don't advise.
Not in your circle, but I'm sure some of them want to achieve more. Like for example,
go on YouTube and listen to you and me. You can access information. Go to ChatGPT. Now you have no excuse because if you're searching, you can find it.
Yeah, I'll tell you some funny story. I was an employee for a long time. I used to work in hotels, so I've never talked to any more than thousands, 10,000, 90, 100. So the millions were very fresh to me, and I worked in real estate.
Yes.
And every time I speak with somebody, I say to them, this is only for 50,000. It's a 50 million. It's a 50 million pounds property.
Yes.
That was like 2020 during COVID, and I had to.
5 years ago. It seems like yesterday, when people were forced to wear masks.
Absolutely, yes.
Please continue.
But I had to train myself to talk millions, to comply with, to be able to make sales to start, or to be able.
You mean exaggerate? You mean lie?
No, not lie. No, not at all. And we can come to this. Just talk numbers. I'm selling a property for 50 million.
Yes.
But my tongue and my brain is not used to the millions. So I would tell the buyer, for example, it's a 50,000.
Yeah. Amazing.
I had to remember. Million. So, and it is 50 million. I literally had to train myself.
Majority of the reason, there's two reasons why, actually three, why salespeople don't make money. One, they don't meet enough people.
Yeah.
So even if you're rubbish, you can't sell, you're rubbish. If you meet enough people, some idiot will buy. Because there's idiots out there who'll spend money on anything. Right?
There's a buyer for every product.
There's a buyer for it's rubbish or good or whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the first thing. Second thing is they actually don't believe in what they're doing. Okay? The third one is that they can't afford it, so they think you can't afford it. I can't afford that car, so they have difficulty selling it. Because they think the buyer has the same problem as me.
Yeah, but does that mean you have to be rich to sell products?
No. You take them to see the life that they have. So you take them to the car park and show the cars they're driving. And you say, this guy takes private jets, first class, these are this. And he goes, wow. And you open the door for abundance. They go, wow, so $1 million is nothing to him. Suddenly they can sell.
They can. Just shifting the mindset.
Shifting the mindset. From their point of view to the prospect's point of view.
And linking this with the self-worth, you become a fantastic...
you become rich.
Another question, because, again, there's a huge movement on becoming an entrepreneur. Is everybody meant to become an entrepreneur, or could be an entrepreneur, or should be an entrepreneur? Because it's confusing the world.
Yes, good question. At the moment, people don't want to work 9 till 6, 5 days a week. Somebody came to me, and this lady happened to be she, unfortunately, but she said, look, and she's a single mom, which is like defies everything I can imagine, because I recruit single moms because they're motivated, right, to provide for the children.
Yes.
And they don't need motivation. They come in motivated. But this lady started, the day before she started, phoned me up and said, Dariush, let me tell you, I'm not going to be coming in Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. I'm going to spend most of the time on the beach. I said, you're not going to guess? Because no, I'll sit there manifesting. And I'll manifest customers. Well, sir, I'll manifest your salary. Yeah. Suddenly if you turn it around, it's like manifestation. You got to go out there, work hard. So people think being an entrepreneur is easier, but you don't realize it's 10 times harder. And the second thing is entrepreneurs take risk, okay?
Yes.
And huge risk. I was listening to, is it Mr. Sajin, the Danube guy?
Yeah.
And he said that the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is a millionaire thinks what his budget is. A billionaire thinks, how much can I lose before going bankrupt? He risks everything. He risks everything. You see?
The billionaire.
Yeah, the billionaire does. It's the mindset of a billionaire. Millionaires are thousands everywhere. They just think, that's my budget. I'll live within the budget, right? The billionaire thinks, screw it. I believe in this. I want to put everything behind it. And that's an entrepreneur.
So
and
you have
they
to have
sleep
this.
at night. They sleep at night, snore, no worries. Yes, they wake up in the morning, hit the ground running. They probably wake up at 4 a.m, go to the gym. Yes, and they're working before anybody else is.
Those are billionaires.
Millionaire first and then billionaire later, yes. Habits.
I agree. But I also seen examples, they don't know none of that. They don't do none of this and they are still very successful. They have different habits. They work fewer hours.
I've seen
and they make loads of money.
Multi-millionaires who were born in a rich family. I've seen multi-millionaires who won the lottery.
No,
right? But they're very few.
The ones that win the lottery always go bankrupt.
Yeah, because they have limited beliefs, right? So they sabotage their own success. The people you're talking about, 99.9%, they've inherited it. They haven't made it themselves.
But still a huge commitment to keep it and look after the money because
Sure,
if you don't...
I'm talking about people who started with nothing. You need to work harder. You need to have a certain amount of discipline that sets you apart from anybody
So
else.
when you work
Drive,
with nothing,
hunger.
you are part of the mass, you're part of the common people and you want to break through, you want to...
Well,
so it takes...
I was brought up to think as a child that I have to provide for my family. You're the only man in the house. You have to provide. So immediately I knew I had to step up, right? Because I had this sense of responsibility.
Yes.
Now, I remember my mum always talked about the rich, how the rich, look at the way they live, look at the cars they drive, but she was never jealous.
She was never jealous.
Never jealous.
But did she make it?
She wanted, no, she never made it. And she wanted it, okay? And then I was thinking about it. She's always worried about rent. She's always worried about paying this, paying school fees. Guess what? In life, whatever you focus on, you get. So all her life, she earned enough to pay the rent, the school fees, and the car.
Okay.
Right? I don't know. I swear to you, Tariq, I don't know. I have 16 cars. I have no idea how much I pay for my cars. All I know, I'm insuring one every week. I'm servicing one every week. You know, I know if I look at it, it's a scary amount, right? I don't know how much my DWA bill is. I have 2 houses. I don't know how much anything is. All I focus on is earning. And I know I earn so much more than what goes out.
Okay, so...
My focus is on earning, not costs.
Yeah, absolutely. So your mother was just a traditional lady, or like my
mom.
mother.
She was worried. Her husband died when she was 23.
And she
was always worried.
She talked about the rich like she's not one of them. They
Always.
are something, we are something else.
Yeah.
But you've had this shift of mentality.
I was thinking, how can I be? Instead of why are they? I was saying, how can I be rich? From the beginning. I just thought,
young.
Why is it that when I go on an aeroplane, these guys turn left and I turn right? Yes? What are they doing that they can go to business class? What are they doing? What is his habits? How are they speaking? What can I learn? Yes, that I can implement. If I had a teacher, I would have been a multimillionaire 20 years ago. Because I had to learn it my way. I've had 2 heart attacks, lost money.
Took you longer.
Took longer. So I'm a little bit bitter about the frigging life I wasted learning. But I'm 59 and I'm never have to work for the rest of my life. So it's a blessing. I thank God. Old age is a blessing, you know.
But you won't be
and we have electricity, so
absolutely. But you will not be yourself, and you will not be as as deep and sincere and mature if you didn't go through this journey.
Thank you.
You cannot buy it.
I don't think having a heart attack twice is a good price to pay, or or losing $100 million. It's a painful price. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I would think that people can learn from
It's
me.
a bit extreme, yes.
So they don't have to go through losing a marriage, losing your children, losing all your money, having a heart attack. It's not pleasant.
It's not at all, but they add value to you.
Can I teach you something, if you don't mind?
Please.
Can I share with you, to the audience? So what happens is when we're speaking, you don't realize it's a habitual thing. You go, I agree with you, but.
Yes.
The moment you go, but, means I don't agree with anything I said before.
That's because I didn't.
Yeah, you see? So you should say, and then what happens automatically, but and however is commonly used.
Yeah.
The moment you say that, the listener goes, and a divide happens. So what you say is, I agree with you, and my thoughts are.
Okay.
Then I don't go, does that make sense?
That's a good
So you say,
lesson.
yeah, you don't go, I love you, but. The I love you is like BS, right? So you go, I love you, and then I'm like, my defenses are down. I love you, man, and I'm just, I love you, man, but I love you, and
appreciate it. And do you wanna improve me? No, you see, if I didn't,
my life is all about giving and teaching. And
but
sharing.
if I did not have something to learn from you, we will not be talking, because I come to share your knowledge with my people,
audience and followers.
audience. Because I know for a fact that not all of the, because I mainly speak in Arabic, and I have focused on the Arab world because it's I wouldn't say behind, but if you don't know English,
There's a shortage.
you miss
There's
a lot of
shortage.
information.
Yes.
So I agree with you, and I have
Yes.
different. I have some other thoughts,
Yeah.
but I agree with you. No, but
And see how close I was to it. And what do you think of this? What do you think of this thought? And then we're dancing then.
okay.
So if you're sitting with a client and the client says the most stupidest thing, right? The salesman goes, yeah, but what about this? Boom. Because when the client, whatever they think, and it's rubbish, and experience that it's rubbish, it's real to them.
I agree with you on what you have said.
Yes.
And I have a question for you.
Please do.
Would you be in that much peace with yourself and give that much love if you haven't been through what you've been through?
Yes.
You would.
Yes. Because it was inside me. What's happened is,
So what
Two
did
things
this
have happened.
experience
Yeah.
give you?
well, wealth. I wouldn't be this wealthy if I didn't have that experience.
Why are you complaining then?
Because time is the most precious commodity. And I didn't have a good childhood. I had a tough childhood. I don't remember being a happy child. And I don't remember really being loved, truly loved. It's always conditional love. If you become this, I'll love you.
But this is
I know.
most
I know.
parents even act this way,
I
teachers, even wives and husbands.
Yeah, unfortunately, it breaks my heart. I decided somewhere along the way that it was going to stop it with me. It wasn't going to pass this SHIT to my kids. So I decided, I'm a thinker. So I was like, what do I have to do to make sure that they're not looking for love and acceptance? So I decided to give them all the love they could imagine. Right?
No
So
conditions.
no conditions.
You've had a really, really rough
And their cup is full.
childhood. It was not the easiest. I've seen your interviews, and
Yes.
I know the story.
Yes.
You've lost your father, and grandfather, and
Yes. My mom was abusive, physically and mentally, and it was horrible. I couldn't wait to become 18 and leave.
okay.
And then I started going to casinos, because casinos and gambling is one of the worst habits in the world. In casinos, I got love because other gamblers gave me love.
Okay.
You see, I had friends, other losers. Yes. So I was seeking love because I never got it at home. Even Andrew Tate, he's looking for love. Think about it. He wants followers. He wants he wants comments, right? And he will go, oh, I'm not looking for love. But ultimately, he's looking for love. If you break it down, Trump is looking for love. Everybody's
looking for love.
Because he's got major significance issues, right?
Trump or Andrew Tate?
Both. But one's smart and one isn't.
Who's not and who is?
Trump.
Trump is smart.
Trump knows the people. He's not that. You have to be smart.
He has a strategy and thought process.
I think some people give him more credit. But
Trump?
when you're Elon Musk said that one of the faults of today's humanity is empathy. And that broke my heart. But you know what he's saying? He says it's a weakness if you care. You see? So he's a leader of people who don't care. They don't care about anything but themselves, right? And that will get you somewhere. So I've worked with business owners who didn't care about the mess they left behind. One of my acquaintances left a company called Salesforce.
Yeah,
right?
I
and she was
know
very high up.
Salesforce, yeah.
And she goes, the reason I left because most of my colleagues were dying, literally killing themselves for the company. The owner's worth 12 billion. He doesn't care about the culture leaves, but drive, push, Oracle, drive, push, right? Because they lack empathy. Yes. So somewhere along the way in today's society, we lost caring.
We did, I have a mentor. I've never met him, but his name is Mr. Ghosn. He's Lebanese. He worked Renault, Nissan, and he took those companies broke.
Yes.
Like completely broke, and he actually managed to clear all the debt and put him in profit, I think, within 3 years. But they still got rid of him. And one of his advices, never put the company first. You gotta look after yourself, because 4 big companies, you're just a number. Look at Mo Salah now in Liverpool. You
I'm a Liverpool fan.
I know.
So what do you think of that?
I think the club has got the rights to do whatever they want to do, but I also think and believe that Mo Salah is right to disagree and voice his opinion and express his feelings, because he's not a robot.
How would you like? By the way, he was only out 3 games. It's not like he was out half a season. And he wasn't playing well. So what if you have...
I'm also biased. I'm Egyptian. And I'm half
course.
Egyptian.
I love Mo Salah.
Yeah.
My kids have got Mo Salah shirts. I met him in Mykonos. What a great guy. But here's the thing. It didn't look like an emotional interview. It looked like, I've had enough here. I'm at peak of my career, just about to drop off. I'll get 500 million from Saudi Arabia. I'll put myself in the market.
But he would have taken this offer before, because it was offered to him.
Yeah, but they won the champions. They became Premier League champions. But he's having a bit of it. Maybe, I used to play football, and I got to a stage where I realized everybody else is faster than me. On the sprint, I noticed my legs weren't carrying me like they used to. Right?
Okay.
Maybe, because he's 33, maybe he's like, I'm being beaten by a lot more defenders here. And if I go right now, I can get the maximum amount of money for me. But I'm going to ask you a question. You have a company.
I'm not sure this is... Let me disagree with you first.
Sure. But...
No, this time I disagree.
Yeah, sure.
If you want me to be more tactful and polite, I'll say I agree with you. But I think
yes.
because it's deep now. You talk about Mo Salah, and it's a really hot topic. And I love the guy because I know his journey since he was kid, traveling 2 hours to go to the club, and I have empathy for him because I'm not like Trump. And I know that he will still deliver because he is a rounded guy. He's still got a few years on him. And he's very rounded, and he's also sane, and he listens to feedback. He's got mental coaches, and the guy's gone far. I've seen Egyptian players that are 10 times more skilled than him, stronger than him, but their brain could not take the fame. And some of them played for Liverpool.
Yes.
Like 15 years ago or something. Okay. So we can...
May I share with you my thoughts?
Absolutely.
It's good people are listening, passionate about football and Mo Salah. I'm going to... 2 things. One is, hypothetically speaking, you're a company and your best salesperson has an argument with you, then goes and tells all your customers. How would you feel?
You beating me now. I'd fire him. Straight away.
See? And he's the best salesperson. Because nobody's
bigger than the company.
Nobody's bigger than the club. Right? And then when you go public, you're cornering that person.
You give him
If you
no
have
option.
Yes, if you have an issue, meet with them, discuss it. But he was only out of 3 games. You with
He's
me?
saying only this a lot though. For
He's been injured more than, but he at the same time he was a Chelsea reject. Liverpool gave him an opportunity to shine because he was out. Right, he didn't hit the same player, but he was in Chelsea, didn't make it. He was kicked out. Liverpool also gave him an opportunity. He became the richest footballer in Liverpool football. So it's not like he's doing it for free out of charity. He's earned it. I've been there. I used to fly to Anfield to watch him. I went to Champions League's final. I've been there. And some goals he scored are spectacular. But nobody is bigger than the club. And who showed that? Alex Ferguson. Kicked out Beckham, kicked out whoever they were. Yes, Stam, all those big players, Roy Keane. They said the club will not be the same because he's kicking out. He kicked them out and he still keep winning. And tomorrow, Mo Salah goes.
The club will continue. Absolutely, there'll be more.
It's a shame. It's like Michael Owen left Liverpool on a free transfer, right? He worked out his contract and left because he just cared about himself, got the highest salary from Real Madrid. But God, the universe, damaged his knee and his career went down the toilet. And he showed no loyalty and went and played for Manchester United. Are you with me?
Absolutely.
It's a total traitor. So, my opinion. Loyalty is important.
It is very important. You know who I looked after and I've met a few times? Stevie Gerrard.
Yes.
He's an amazing gentleman, an amazing, very polite, very...
I saw him at his peak. And when he had the ball, you were like, he's like Superman.
I saw him in real life because...
playing?
No.
As a person, yes.
As a person with the team, as the team coach, he was the captain.
Right.
And he's an amazing guy.
He is an amazing leader.
Because, whenever Liverpool played, and I'm talking 2007, 8, 10, they came to my hotel to stay and have the lunch and seminars and and he left a mark with me because of how polite and also how disciplined and how authoritative he is. So he's a combination of
all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So back,
and he was loyal. He had offers from Mourinho at Chelsea, and he never left for much higher money, and he stayed in Liverpool.
How much loyalty do you expect from a modern day footballer now? This day and age,
I think they're so rich.
The loyalty
it's not about
is
money
for the.
anymore.
So what is
the
it
agents
about?
Because they're young men, and they're controlled by agents, and the agents get 20-30% of their incomes. The agent doesn't care. They don't think about the Liverpool fans. They may not think about legacy. And the moment Mo Salah's gone, he's worthless to the agent. He's next.
Okay, let's, if you don't mind, we'll park the football and I want to go back to your children.
I met Mo Salah, one of the nicest human beings. Really was amazing.
We'll leave him now. Let's leave Mo Salah.
We love him.
I'm sure you do. And once you've actually said to me, if you have a company and somebody badmouthes my company, they will get no chance with me.
Like that, he's on fire.
No chance whatsoever. Even if he's got records.
The best sales.
It doesn't. It's irrelevant.
Correct.
It is irrelevant. So I'll accept defeat, and I want to go back to your.
Are we dancing?
Absolutely. Go back to your children, and what difference the unconditional love that you gave him, and you continue to give him. God bless him and bless you.
I have 3 boys and a girl. My first 2 are 31 and 30, and they're both millionaires.
Okay.
We love each other, we hug each other, we kiss each other. They have beautiful relationships. And my other 2, my 17-year-old, my 11-year-old, they earn 15,000 dirhams a month each, passive. 11-year-old, we're earning 15,000 dirhams a month in his hand. And they are loving, polite. Everywhere they go, people go, wow, what amazing kids you have. Because their cup's full. They're not doing stupid things to get it. Yesterday, I was in the Mall of Emirates, and there were 5, I thought it was my son from far away. And they were on the 3rd floor spitting on people's heads. You know? And I'm like, what kind of parenting have they had? It wasn't my son.
Yeah.
But, the same height, kind of age. And
I'm sure he wasn't. And I see where you come from.
And they ran off, and they 200 meters were doing the same thing. Seeing what they lack. They think it's funny, they're getting attention, significance.
Is it love?
Attention, right? They laugh, the other friends will laugh, they think great, they're getting love from their friends. But then How bad is that? Yes. My kids will never do that because the cup's full.
I want to ask you for two things and we close because time has gone really fast. You know, talking to you is amazing, and to gain from your experience is definitely added value to me and the people that will watch us.
Thank you. As long as your wife comes to my seminar, I'll be happy.
She will.
That's my goal. I'm going to close her for the deal.
She will. Give an advice to the modern parents, and I know it's but I appreciate you as a father, because I'm a father of 4 as well.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And also the parents, to close, just from your own experience. Honestly, and the difference.
Love them no matter what. No matter what. I had an argument with my mum 6 months ago, over the last few years. Every post I do, she presses like. Okay? And she watches. You can see who's watched your posts.
Yeah.
We had an argument and she stopped pressing like. I'm 59, I don't, but I noticed, right? So she stopped pressing like. And I went and I noticed she's not even looking.
Wow, okay.
That's not unconditional love.
That's conditional love.
Conditional. So I will give you love if you fall within my rules. Give your children unconditional, irrespective of what they do. And they will always behave right.
Okay.
They will never let you down. And it's their path. You made mistakes. Don't want them to be like you.
I wish not.
Allow them to be individuals, right? Share, but don't tell. Because children are far smarter now than we ever were.
Absolutely.
And their children will be smarter than they are. Believe in humanity and great things will happen. Now
to the youngsters that starting their careers, starting their life, what advice would you give them?
Most people work hard and put in time and effort in. Few make money quickly. The Kardashians are not principled individuals. Doesn't make them great people just because they're billionaires, right? So follow people, learn from people, and you have access to them who've taken time, they got high values, okay, and they got rich doing the right thing, because that lasts. If you got rich doing the wrong thing, it won't last.
That's amazing end to all this great conversation. Thank you once again for accepting my invitation. It's an honor.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope that we have more of those amazing conversations, because I really appreciate it and I value your experience.
Me and the answer is yes.
Amazing. Thank you.